Hi there, Calvi, and everyone else, and welcome to the
Interruption! I'm back! Yeah!
It's about fucking time.
Yeah,
You suck my ass.
the Chav of the Week is here.
Yes.
You know what? You know what?
I got so much
One
hate
for
mail
you.
from here.
And one for you! And you don't need to share.
Oh,
I
well,
got
if I could use it, I would.
I got
But,
so
yeah.
much hate mail from that bastard when I said that shit. Blew up my phone, blew up my email.
The Facebook page because you posted a picture.
At least, like I said, at least it wasn't his.
Hey, you know what? I will say that was a very eloquently designed post. With the picture of it, it was fantastic. However, I still think you're the Chav of the Week. For trying to call me out for being the Chav of the Week.
I thought he was the Chav of the month.
Oh yeah, that's right. I made you the Chav of the month, didn't I?
Do you have sand in your clip?
I mean, a little bit.
Do you have centipedes in
I
your
mean, you told me
vagina?
to go outside and play the sandbox. What
Well, wait,
you think is going to happen?
Visual I don't want to have.
if you have a clip, we need to talk. You know what I'm saying?
There
You
are
too?
some women that act
It's called
like they have
an angry
centipedes
inch.
in their vagina.
Micro penis.
Well, that's right.
Silent
There's a
killer.
brewery.
Silence.
Straight from the tap.
Oh, no, let it be known that I brought beer, and it's American beer, and it's from a local brewery.
America!
So Analog
So you get
Kid
double
can
props.
shut his face.
I asked you
right.
one question.
Alright, I just said America and nobody gave me a fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Books! Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
I'd rather be in the UK right now in a pub then.
I'd rather be in the UK right now choking cows to death in a bathtub, I would. I mean, what?
Damn you, Kevin Spacey, for not getting those roles.
Nah.
What does Cal have to do with Kevin Spacey?
Don't worry about it. I will.
Before we get going on the 4 hour Fun Fest,
What are we doing today? Nobody ever told me.
No one told you to.
let the record
I thought it was
show
Maiden, but then
Fred
it's all
Zepplin's neck is going back and
It
forth
is.
now.
Music.
No, Calvi, I do have a question. It appears
Are you
as though...
single?
Are you into older men?
Yes.
No!
Do you own a prom dress?
It's
If so, are you hot? No!
Wait. I got it. It's the 50 plus bang bus.
It's really bad, but I do know
And
what
Fred's driving.
No, but seriously, folks, I would kind of like to know what it is about the British rock stars that seems to make them rather susceptible to falling down flights of stairs.
Well, they're pregnant.
Yeah, no, I mean, like Sandy Denny, and I know there's others, and I can't remember them all, but every time I turn around, it's like, oh, I've got me glass of wine, it's time to go to the cellar! You know.
Oh, bollocks, I seem to have broken my glass on the way
Yes,
down.
I seem to have broken my clavicle,
I figured it's like clitoris.
and my femur as well, and me sternum. Ow, that hurts.
And they're all very matter of fact about it.
Yeah, but it's like,
It's a casual conversation. Oh yes, I broke my foot onto someone's ass.
Well, I actually, then
Now I
my
have to
father,
walk around a little bit.
my dad must have been part British because he
Fell
was,
down the stairs.
well actually he was chasing somebody off our porch in January, slipped and broke his, this is your femur, I don't know what this is.
Tibia.
Tibia.
Yeah,
Tibia.
well, and it was a compound fracture.
Oh,
And so one of the kids in the
And
house
that
comes out.
fracture. He was still limping out of that.
Well, one of the kids comes out of the house to see what's going on, and my dad looks at him and goes, "As you can see, it's broken right off." And I mean, if that was me, I'd have been going,
Everybody listening land deaf with that yell.
exactly.
Yeah, dude. The
I
people,
would've made everybody
We
in
got
the
like
neighborhood deaf
we
with
got
that.
another like 10 or 15 seconds where they can't hear anything we say. I think you all smell bad, that's what I think. It's
I think
okay,
so.
they didn't hear it. Especially the British.
Now that we're done with that question,
That question?
Yeah.
I
didn't realize there was a
I
question.
was wondering why Mr. Beck in here all of a sudden.
Oh, that's right. All right. So he asked a question and then it got answered. Apparently. So.
Okay, I lost the
In his
translation.
head, he asked a question. He forgot to actually say the question.
Well, since we
Drop it, Red! Drop it, Red! What did you do?
What?
What did you do? Somebody help me, God!
He's trying to make up for his absence from last show.
Yeah, and let the record show I'm not having any alcohol today.
Yeah.
I'm not right now, but I'm going to remedy that right now.
That's right, Nameless is now going for the fridge.
My fridge.
Where the Brits don't keep their beer.
What?
they suck.
Well, they don't keep their Guinness there anyway.
That's Guinness. It's different.
Right.
It's liquid bread.
No, yeah.
It's delicious. You shut your mouth.
Oh, it is awesome.
Maybe some nuts sprinkled on top.
I don't know. Maybe it's better than you. I don't need spoon.
That means you're orally talented, aren't you?
I am.
All right then.
He said orally talented.
I'm glad you were there for that.
And now her email's going to be flooded.
That's right. I heard orally talented. I don't know that.
Why? Did you think we were talking about you?
No, I want to hit.
He wants in. Awkward. Alrighty, so I have some tidbits.
You have some tidbits.
Oh wait,
Yes,
I wanted
that
to
is.
say one thing real quick. Damage control. When we were talking about
Penis.
movies, not last time, but the time before, because we had Nameless actually here.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mentioned in The Big Lebowski something about an ermine, but it's totally a ferret. So I wanted to correct myself.
I don't
Okay.
remember that.
Yeah, I was just, because we were
We should
talking
call
about the guy, the awesome actor, can't remember his
Yeah.
name again, but he plays one of the Germans in the film, and I was just like, oh yeah, and he had this cute little ermine, and then I was listening to it, and I was like, it's not a fucking ermine, it's a goddamn ferret. And I looked it up online, and it is indeed a ferret.
I was about to say, I was drinking that shit.
Yeah, I know, right? Maybe I should
My
go
ring
in
was broken. There we go.
You have a higher pitched whistle.
Because mine's better. Mine's not as old.
Oh.
Don't hit me.
Bye-bye.
That was Go Play with his little...
Apparently a lack of a weather report this time.
I know, there was no weather report this time.
Just came in and went, okay.
I confused him with the hummus, pita chips, and carrot chips.
Yeah, because he looked like, I forgot the weather report food.
Yeah, when he got distracted.
Shiny cap.
Shiny, yeah.
Oh, now we're back on that. It was once, and now we're there again.
What are you looking at?
Eat my meat bag, you dirty motherfucker.
Your bag is shiny?
It is now. I waxed it.
Depends on how well it's polished.
He waxed his meat bag.
You gotta buff it, dude. Well, not you, because that'd be weird.
Wax
Yeah,
on,
no,
wax
You
I
have
off.
to
ain't
have
going
help
I don't
buffing.
know. No.
And he can't see too well anymore.
Wax
so I want
on,
him to
wax
buff
off,
it.
then.
So
Yeah.
it is.
So
So
it
you do
falls
have
to
a
you.
crush on Analog Kid. Analog Kid is your fluffer?
Woo!
Yes.
Indeed.
Analog Kid looks very mad.
No, I'm reading.
He's reading over there. 1, 2!
Ice.
What the fuck isn't
Goodbye.
Peach here?
How do you say 4 again?
Via,
Via. Fünf.
boom,
Fünf.
sex.
Sieben. Acht.
Sure,
Nine.
often near Tia. No, that's
Are
Icelandic.
you gonna say aus or Zan?
Aus.
Bless
6-year-old, what's the weather like outside?
You.
Yeah.
How do you tell? You people think I have a fuck you attitude, but total my voice.
Yeah. I wonder where he gets it
Don't
from.
teach him shit, man. What the hell are you talking about?
The analog grand kid. If he's the analog kid, that's the analog grand kid.
He demands Iron Maiden as loud as I'll take it
Yeah.
every time we go to school. And it's usually Fear of the Dark.
Interesting.
But after 8 times, I'm like, can we find
I
another
believe
Iron Maiden
Nameless
song?
just said that that's legendary.
Yeah.
He kind of spazzed a little bit, so I'm kind of guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's harassing Cal. Make sure to go back to the inbox to see if they actually reply. There's a roadshow up there.
Otherwise, Chad.
Don't make me throw things at you.
I'm gonna dip this chip here into the hummus.
It's a pizza chip.
I wouldn't mind having a hummus myself.
Your hummus is all like.
Does it say the
Mushy.
Star Spangled Banner?
Yeah.
Why would he sing that with pizza chip in his mouth? You're not done yet.
That almost sounded a little swarmy. Mama.
Brought to you by
Americans Against Britain.
But it was supposed to be humming.
I did it my way.
Okay.
Can you imagine if we actually get fans in Australia?
You mean the prison colony?
Could you imagine if we get any fans at all?
Counts doesn't count.
Cal.
Counts counts.
He's an awkward little
No,
Brit,
he does not count because he'd rather be at a fucking pub.
Yeah, we don't know you anymore.
We don't know this bastard.
I'm sorry,
anymore.
we don't. I'm sorry. Who do we know? I don't even know who we're talking about at all.
Do you mean what?
What?
What? I'm sorry. Who?
You tried
No,
to?
we have no fans.
We have no fans.
We have no fans.
Oh shit!
We got decided.
You kicked out the only fan that we actually had. Because you
I-
got a little
oh,
butt
okay.
hurt
If I
that you
said
had
we
to go
got-
get a pint instead of
Apparently,
actually talking.
apparently, I still have to aim even lower.
I'm just saying. We actually had a real fan, and now you're like,
Well, it's kind of like
Just
Pluto.
so-
It's been degraded from a planet to a planetoid.
ooh. Calby's new name is Pluto.
Oh, I think he replied.
Oh shit!
No, he didn't. I can see.
Oh, well, fuck you then, Cal. I'm sorry. Non-specific British man.
Is that a Chad?
Yeah, he is.
Has he turned into a Scotsman?
No, he's just a little skeevy little chap, no, ain't he?
Steven?
Skeevy little chap. Clean the goddamn cum out your ears and listen to me.
Daddy's turned into a Scotsman.
He's a bit testy then.
Testicles.
I'm an ogre, son bitch.
I'm an old.
Oh. Oh, whoa.
What is Mickey Mouse
I'm
thinking
kind
about
of
Cal?
testy.
Mickey Mouse thinks cows are bitch.
James Hetfield, do you think Cal's a bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, Cal. James Hetfield thinks you're a chap. I don't know. Yeah.
Fred Zeppelin just stole some of your celery.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
gonna punch
dude.
you in the clit.
Jesus.
Steal myself.
I'm so glad I don't have one of those.
Uh-oh. Well, what am I going to punch then?
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Now you're in a moral dilemma just because you didn't realize that Fred Zeppelin is a man and therefore doesn't have a clit.
What am I going to punch me? The dickhead? It's not the same. It's really. I mean, it's really not.
I can just go.
Maybe like a speed bag.
I think we put my chin on a speed bag.
They call me Rocky.
No. No.
You think like Elmo, like when he's an angry drunk?
There's breakfast with Elmo coming up on June 6th.
Oh, I'm sorry, bitch.
Is that
Did I say I want scrambled eggs? No! Elmo said he wants pancakes! We want pancakes, Elmo!
He just throws the plate against the wall.
Oh, there's
Don't do it again! I'm
There's-
gonna rape this time, bitch!
There's-
Otherwise you'll be tickling me till you finish, Father.
And there's Elmo and Tigger screwing, and at the end of it, Elmo goes,
That tickles. That tickles.
So,
Get that man some more bath.
who you want to go and continue your maiden thing before he continues on with his Elmo thing?
How long?
Don't know.
Well, you need to look, woman.
Well, I don't want to bloody look!
To the winch, wench.
I'm about to smack the
Hey,
shit
dude,
out
I'm
of
gonna say you were in the kitchen earlier.
to the helm, Captain.
We're at 55 minutes, but not all of it has been about Maiden.
Yeah,
No, but go
So
ahead
you
and cut it
better-
so that we can, send your files.
I'm gonna cut your face, you
I'm gonna cut your
motherfucker.
niblets.
Why back?
I'm gonna cut your niblets, I am.
Give her a beard. She gets rather nasty with you. Oh, goodness golly.
You're listening to
Backdoor
radio.
at www.
Dot.
Rocks.
Dot.
No.
Oh. You're supposed to keep going, and I just say the dots.
Oh.
Let's do it again.
www.
Dot.
bdrrocksonline.
Dot.
Com.
Ah! It's legendary.
Legendary.
It's legend. Wait for it.
Do not fucking correct me on my spelling.
Hey, look at me, my name.
We
I can't type an email. Hey, you're typing to a British guy. He's really not going to know.
Oh, now he's watching fucking movies.
And Cal calls him an old crumpet. He called me.
You know,
No. He goes, British spelling would have been Analogue. The U.S. version took me by surprise, and I can't help thinking of Anal Original Gangsta Kid. I've had my pints, and I am watching some films. I would hit you lot up on the Skypings, but I'm a little sauced. Night watch and day watch, double bills. See, I am doing a little bit more homework. Ta-da, me old crumpet.
dude, tell Cal we don't care if we prefer that he be drunk.
Yes.
Would you forward that whole email straight to me? That was funny.
Would you forward that whole email straight to me? Shut up. Are we recording, by the way?
We are.
Oh, good. I was about to say, I didn't want to just tell Fred to shut up.
Just because.
Yeah, just because. I mean, there's no humor in that. I feel dicky.
Yeah, that's awesome. What?
Douchebags.
So,
Anonymous.
apparently,
The Chav!
today's show is part...
Today's show is brought to you by Dolphin Rape. And the anti-dolphin rape whistle. If you're ever getting raped by a dolphin, simply just blow.
in Morse code.
SOS!
Oh, I did promise I would share 2 stories when we got back from break.
Oh, yes.
You did.
Okay, so the first one...
I've already heard this one. Tell the other one.
Okay, you've heard both of them. So,
They're not for you.
which
yes,
one do you
they
want to
are.
hear first?
Wait, what are the
The
two?
first one.
It's Mama versus D's nuts.
Ah!
Okay,
Ah!
I'm gonna have to do Mama first.
Yeah,
because
D's the end of Loza.
It goes into it. So when I was in the military, I went in basic training, and my father being a drill instructor, I knew not to volunteer any information. So I didn't raise my hand, didn't volunteer, didn't offer any information to the drill sergeant. So we're getting settled in. Drill sergeant comes in and says, "All right, which one of you assholes wants to go call their mamas?" So I knew when we came down to the Bay Area, there was payphones against the wall, so I knew they would have to go outside. So about 8 or 9 of them raised their hands. And he goes, "All right, let's go call your moms." So I was like, "Yeah, no, that's all right. I'm going to stay here and just sit on my bunk." So I knew I had to do some laundry, and there was laundry facilities downstairs in the Bay Area on the opposite side of the payphones. So about 200 feet. So you got the wall with the payphones, 200 feet. It's the opposite sides where the laundry room's at.
Yeah.
So I'm coming downstairs, and I noticed that there's nobody on the payphones. So I'm like, okay, maybe they might have been out of order. And all of a sudden, in the distance, I hear this noise, this ruckus. So I was like, okay, figured nothing was nothing. So I continued doing my laundry and got from the clothes into the washing machine, and I put in the detergent and everything, and I turned it on. The noise never went away. Okay, let's go investigate. I'm curious. Now, this is about 7:30, quarter to 8 at night, and you got the building where we were at, where the barracks were at, and then you got this what looks like for the lack of so you can picture it, the road looked like a racetrack. So you got 4 or 5 buildings for barracks to form the company, and then you got a big loopy road that goes all the way around. And on the other side of the road from where the Bay Area was the sawdust pit. This is where we did the pugil hand-to-hand combat.
It sounded like you said fuel.
And it's also got a running track around for when we did our running qualifications. And there I see these figures, barely any light. And I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? So I got a little closer. The closer I got, I kept hearing, Mama! Mama! And the drill sergeant goes, louder, fuckers! I don't think they can hear you! And they're all in parade rest, the hands behind their backs, screaming at the sky, Mama! And it was the same fucking assholes that volunteered to go call their moms. So I'm like, this is going to be interesting. I'm definitely keeping my fucking fat mouth shut. So, fast forward a couple weeks later, we're downstairs. Now, you've got to remember, in the military, in the U.S., if a non-commissioned officer comes in and there's no other non-commissioned officer, someone's supposed to yell, at ease. And everybody drops what they're doing, gets in parade rest, until the drill sergeant or the other non-com says, as you were. It's kind of similar with an officer. Even if a non-com's in the room and an officer walks in, no matter what the rank of the officer, whether it's a butterbar lieutenant or it's a fucking full-bird colonel, someone says, attention. And you stand at attention until the officer says, as you were. So we had to get into this habit. So drill sergeant comes out of nowhere, and I had a friend of mine in 4th platoon, and I'm in 3rd platoon. And so we're just sitting outside, we're just polishing our boots, stripping down our weapons and everything, getting them all clean for the next day. And I was feeling froggy about this time, and because like I said, I've been there about a month. Drill Sergeant Kirk comes around the corner, and somebody in 1st platoon said, at ease. And before people could stand up, I yelled out, nuts! And I said it loud enough to where I was obscured from the direction of the noise, but Drill Sergeant thought it was his platoon, which was 4th platoon, who said it. And he comes making a beeline for 4th platoon, screaming at him. Who said these nuts? Who the fuck's... And he said, 4th platoon, drop! You're going to fucking do push-ups. So they're doing push-ups, and in cadence, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. So, and so on and so forth. So he's not even waiting for them to sound off. He's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and getting faster and faster. And he is pissed. And my buddy knew I did it. And he's pushing as fast as he can, and he looks over at me, giving me that evil hairy eye, like, fucker, I'm going to give you a damn blanket party when I'm done with this. And for those of you who don't know, a blanket party is where they pulled me down with a blanket, and they had soap and a towel, and beat me with it. That's a blanket party.
Does that happen, by the way?
No, it actually did not. But anyway, because it was frowned upon, if there was ever a blanket party, you would have been disarmed and discharged. So you didn't fuck around with that anymore. So he's sitting there, and all of a sudden they start bitching. And, literally crying. Because, he's just pounding their faces into the concrete. So drill sergeant, he's like, 1, 2, 3, and he goes, wham, 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 wham. And kept going and going. And I'm sitting there, I'm literally giggling my ass off. I'm pointing at my friend and just laughing while I'm trying to polish my boots at the same time. So whenever back was to me, I'm sitting there just pointing at him and laughing. Whenever he turns around, I went, so yeah, those are the 2 stories I promised I would. That was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. I'm like, oh, you poor bastards. Never volunteer again.
What did you learn?
Yep. The Navy actually stands for never again volunteer yourself.
Yeah, Air Force should stand for we get
Yes.
much better quarters and we don't have to do a whole lot.
U.S. Army, Uncle Sam ain't released me yet.
United States Chair Force.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But hey,
So we were talking about going au naturel to my little bulb.
What?
Oh, yes.
Well, I like to suck on fags, and went from au naturel to my bulb.
To his electronica cigarette.
My battery-operated buddy.
he's got his bulb over there. He's got his nicotine friend.
Yes.
Slurp it, suck it, inhale it, and blow it.
It doesn't matter how you do it. It's bold.
You're singing it to the tune of It's Wood from Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, I love
No,
it.
it's Bob.
It's Bob, Bob, Bob. It's Bob, it's Bob. It's better than Sigs. It's good.
Oh no!
Bob, it's
Steve.
Bob. Just don't confuse it with food.
Just don't confuse it.
And don't confuse it with me either.
And since I'm actually putting stuff on this,
What, huh?
we're doing I left off with Number the Beast. We're going to come back and do Peace of Mind at another time. It's getting closer to Fred leaving.
Yeah,
But I
Oh.
figured we got
Oh,
about
man.
half an hour before you got to go.
yeah.
So I figured we talk about anything else we have.
So you were about to say, let's talk about atheists. And I was like, why?
Well, speaking of atheists, I do want
They
to
don't believe in us.
I do want to point out that I do have my divorce framed on my wall.
Yeah, you were supposed to tell that story.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so I had made the joke a long time ago that I was going to frame this bastard. And so I've had it, and what was it?
Wait, your divorce or your pride?
Ooh. No, he'd need a smaller frame for his
I
pride.
keep my pride in my pants, thank you very much.
I want to be proud of that.
So, nobody asked you, asshole. So,
Everyone.
He was a bit out of character right there.
Everybody asks me
so
for everything.
So when I had to get remarried,
Interruption.
I had to actually come up with, I had to literally pull out the divorce to find out what the date the divorce was signed on
Right.
for paperwork purposes. So I was like, oh, I hadn't thought about this piece of paper in quite a while. And so we do furniture restoration, and we do a lot of do-it-yourself stuff, and we bought a shit ton of frames. It was sitting in a drawer for a while. I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I got frames. I will put this lovely piece of paper and put it in frame. So I didn't say anything about it. My wife knew that I had been joking about this for a while. And so I found a frame. It didn't quite fit. So I was like, okay, I got to find a bigger frame. So I found a bigger frame, but it was a little bit bigger than what I wanted, but at the time it was going to suffice. The piece of glass in it was kind of didn't quite fit. There was a tooth part that was coming out that was keeping it from being flush with the frame. So I asked her, I was like, what's the best way for me to shave this down? And she's like, well, you use a hand sander, but you might want to use 220 grit as opposed to the 40 grit, so find your sandpaper, and be real gentle with it. So I'm like, okay. So I'm working on it, and I'm making a shit ton of noise. I mean, I'm grinding glass, I'm hammering shit on the frame to put the little mount piece on so I can put it on the wall. And I'm
But you
working on
didn't tell her what you were
I
doing.
didn't tell her what I was doing. I'm just making a shit ton of noise. And she's in the room with me, not even bothering asking. That's the weird thing. Generally, when I make the first 4 or 5 thumps, like hammering something, what are you doing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not a damn thing.
She was crafting. She was making those adorable little flower pins that she makes. She was
making that.
focused.
So,
Very focused.
She was so focused.
So-
oh my god.
I finally shaved it down, and my 6-year-old's putting fingers in his ears because it's so freaking loud. And I finally got it done. So I put it in. I was like, excellent. So I was like, all right. So I get the mounting thing, the mounting teeth, and hammer it into the frame. I'm like, okay. So I put the paper in, the divorce decree that was signed by court, and I needed her to help me move some shit because where I wanted it on my wall, I had a bunch of my collection hanging up. So I was like, okay, honey, I need you to help me with this. So I sat on top of my freezer, put all my collection in one corner, and I was like, all right, sweet. I was able to make up some space. And I get down, and she sits back down, and I hang it up. And I step back and look at it.
And you
And she
swallow
goes-
in the glow.
She goes, what the hell is that on the frame? And I looked right at her without missing a beat, and I said, my divorce. And she had this blank look on her face, like it had to register for about 10 seconds. Because there was a pregnant pause. You hung up your divorce?
That's what she was thinking during that pause. She
That
was
whole
like,
pause.
did I just hear that right?
Yeah. You hung up your divorce. And I'm like, it'd be a great conversational piece. Just look at it. You just asked, what is that? And your expression was worth the whole effort. So the weekend after we got married, that Saturday, people were coming over, and Will, who, by the way, helped us with the website, was
It was
over.
awesome. Like a
And
bounce.
we thanked him. We thank him very much. He's been thanked on the Facebook page. And
Now the website itself.
another-
We don't know how to update it yet.
he's not
I
yet.
do.
And
I told you I
a
had
couple
a
other
page
people.
go write something for him.
I might.
That'd be awful nice of you.
Yeah, but it's so nice of you.
Well, anyway.
Dude, I feel like I'm in the middle of deliverance. Get me over here.
Boy, why don't you bend over?
I don't have a pretty mouth.
But you do
There's
have
no dolphins here, boy.
You got a pretty old stock of
You need to
chocolate.
put-
That was fucking creepy. Don't ever do that again.
What?
There's no dolphins here, boy. No, don't ever do that fucking shit again. That kind of gave me goose flesh. Ugh.
I've got goose flesh.
Write that on somebody's calendar.
Goose flesh on my head. Yeah.
Somebody write that down. She finally
Can I
found
just-
something to creep me out with.
Can I tell you, the first I was listening to, it was the audiobooks for the Stephen King novel where he's got I think it's The Talisman. And while I'm listening to I'm at work, I'm working, and I hear it, and there's a line in there where he says goose flesh. I've never heard goose flesh before in my life. I've only heard goosebumps.
I've heard goose. That's what I grew up on.
So I was like, goose flesh? I was like, what the fuck is... I was instant messaging like, what the hell? Stephen King, he just make up this word? Like, what? I just imagine, like, a bumpy goose. Like, a goose whose, like, wings were, like, all bumpy and stuff. Like, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. What is he talking about? She's like, no, it's a real word.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
It's a Yankee word.
It's a what?
It's a Yankee word.
Really?
Yes, goose
I
flesh.
love Long
It's
Island.
goose flesh up north. It's goosebumps down here.
I've always heard goosebumps.
Yeah, I've always heard goosebumps.
Me
too.
too.
But anything else with the novels,
I've ever heard.
the novel series when I was a kid, it was called Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of you.
You'd be smacking for a while because there's a lot of shit in here.
Ew.
There's a
Oh,
lot
shit,
of
there ain't
shit
nothing wrong with
in
that.
there.
I've
Oh
got
my
dude
God.
D in my pants.
And it's brown.
Yeah, really.
Oh yeah. By the way,
We do
Butt
talk about
sex.
it way too much.
Butt sex, exactly.
As she
Yeah, but
eats on
see,
the white tea.
It's not funny.
Butt
It's
sex.
You've no joke.
Hey,
in
no.
you
that.
really want me to go there?
Alright then.
I'm just saying. Well, I'm trying to say, but everybody's talking over me. But
The anal kid.
that was funny. Yeah, you gotta laugh.
The look
Now.
on his face, it was good.
It's the
I'm
anal
trying to give you a
original
Bruce Willis
gangster.
look, and it's not working.
And see, I'm the sober one in the bunch today.
Not
Still
sober
don't help
now.
your memory.
Look at me, I'm the sober one in the bunch today. Shut up!
Oh, he's an angry drunk, isn't he?
Guess that's better than a horny drunk some days.
I don't know.
Well,
It
he
depends
did
on what you
sack
need.
Darth Vader and R2D2
It's
earlier.
like, dude, they're mine now.
Oh my, you're bitches, huh?
Hell yeah. Those were the droids I was looking for.
Well, anyway, finish the story.
Hold on, Rick. Hold on.
Story time.
Do it.
Do
it, come on, do it.
Do what?
Story time. You know, what is
Bring
it?
us in the story time.
Come on, you gotta do it.
Story time. That's it. All right, finish story time.
So everybody comes over and hangs out in the garage when we had the cookout for after we got married.
Yeah.
And everybody kept asking, what's that in the frame? That was the whole reason why I hung it up.
Yeah.
I had like 9 people asking me, what the hell is that?
What's that in the frame?
And then everybody had the same reaction, especially the guys. That's fucking awesome.
I thought it was epic. I thought that's awesome.
I'm still shaking my head over it.
Yeah, exactly.
Why? It's hilarious.
I have a song for that somewhere on my phone.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Oh, it's absolutely hilarious. Oh my God.
That is terrific.
Yeah.
That's the best New York impression I fucking heard.
Don't
Yeah,
talk to
dirty
me with that
pig.
dirty
You're so
language,
full
you
of
son
shit, it
a
ain't even
bitch.
funny.
Your mom said the word fuck to you.
Yeah, she did.
My mom punched him in the face. I mean, like, what?
Yeah, she did. And when I told my instructors, they just kind of looked at me like, I was like, dude, really? I'm 22. If I'm getting abused by my parents, I have it coming.
Well, you have to understand, my mom is about my height, and I'm about 5'3". She's lost a whole bunch of weight because she's been on Weight Watchers for a couple of years, so she's tiny. I mean, you can easily take her out. You can easily take her out.
That woman was trying to feed me.
Yeah, she
Like
was.
I'm fucking starving. I could
She's
stand a couple
Italian.
meals, you know what I'm saying? And she just, she bought a shit ton of food and just tried to shove it down my throat.
She's Italian. That's what she does.
Exactly. Italian people do exactly.
I do want an opinion though.
Am I awesome? Yes!
I wasn't asking you.
Yeah, he'd be awesome!
You're nameless, which means you're voiceless. So, with a show of hands, how many people know what a Curtis P-40 is?
It's an aeroplane.
It's an aeroplane.
Okay. That one.
Yeah.
I'm seriously thinking, and I was actually going to put this on the website. I was actually going to take a picture of my Jeep.
Hold on, we might need to pause because apparently somebody needs to call my mom and tell her how to work the TV so she can watch a movie. To be fair, there's a new setup.
What'd you do to the TV?
She's probably going,
The fucking TV doesn't work. What the fuck is
No,
wrong with
the
my
best
TV?
was yesterday, the other day, my dad
It's like,
wakes me up,
somebody
he
better fucking
goes,
call me.
my dad goes, I can't figure out how to work the TV. And I told him, I was like, I put the cable box through HDMI, you know, the whole HD setup, awesome. He goes, I can't figure out how to work the TV. I go downstairs, I switch the sources. He goes, oh, it was that simple? I go, yes, it is that simple.
Now go back to bed. Fuck off and die.
There is a video source button.
Yes. It's not hard to figure out. My parents are just old and they don't understand, you know, things like technology. You
Which
know,
is
Fred
funny.
can relate.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you drove the Fred Flintstone car.
Exactly.
But no,
I just pick it up and
I
start running
actually
like a
want to know.
motherfucker, and then I start going up the highway.
That's how you lost the 15 pounds.
Exactly.
I'm actually going to put the picture of the Jeep on the website.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking seriously about putting the shark's mouth paint job on the P40 on my Jeep.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean, no?
No.
I think it'd be awesome.
And then I could, sneak behind little
Need to
Prius
get
on
you
the
to do a
highway.
picture
Yeah,
of
you
it.
wouldn't be.
So you look in the rearview mirror, all these
So-
these eyes and teeth.
As long as you're not looking to resell it.
No, never.
Never. I've tried.
It
Yeah.
failed horribly.
Like,
It
failed.
gets gallons to the mile, and he won't get rid of
But
it.
but no, when you told me at work, you were just like, oh, did you know about the Curtis P-40? I was like, ain't that World War II play with the shark's mouth? You were like, yeah, I was just like, oh, it'd be awesome.
Hell yeah.
I think it'd be awesome.
It'd be epic, as you would say.
Got me embarrassed.
Because it's already a zombie grinder. It's got fucking 33-inch tires?
31-inch
31
They're
inch tires.
tits high on me, that's all I know.
It's got a 3.5-inch lift.
There you go.
Yeah. Boob height.
Blue height.
I make the pussy
Okay.
purr with the stroke of my
I
hand.
just did.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, it is. When you get
It's
him
just
purring,
one
it's
stroke. You
just
can't even
awesome.
do a couple. I mean,
It's a
really.
line from Ted Nugent's
Yeah.
I don't care.
Cat Scratch Fever.
Ow!
Just one is kind of jipping.
No, it depends on how good you are.
Yeah, but then you're gonna want more.
It could be a long stroke.
It better be a long stroke.
You better not stop and
Oh,
go later
and by the
on.
way, I'm going to say this one more thing about Maiden today, that I want to retract some of my questionable attitude about Doctor Who.
Oh yeah. This
If
is
you look
awesome.
on the back of the record of Somewhere in Time, there's a TARDIS on the rooftop. I found that out
Yes.
yesterday. 'Cause
I
haven't
laughed in your face.
I haven't looked at my records in a while.
Mwahaha. That kitten was out.
What?
I want
had-
you to be free!
Yeah,
I want
I had
to
to
be
let the
free.
pussy go.
Running free, yeah.
I freed the pussy.
Released
So
back
we're-
into the wild.
Yes,
Instead of release the kraken, it's release the pussy.
that's it.
Release the
You, McCracken, what are you doing, you bastard? Release the pussy, you bastard. What are you doing?
Kitten, get out my teeth.
So what else?
I lost my teeth.
Are we paused or are we still recording?
We're still recording. But maybe we should pause. Oh, what time is it?
Oh.
Quarter till.
Not cool to
It's
tell.
quarter till, is it?
I can, you guys can talk after I'm gone.
But yeah, I was wondering if you might want to record just a little bit so I can sober up a bit more.
Right then.
I suppose so.
Why hasn't Cal written back?
Because he's a bastard.
Because he's,
Oh, because you are a bit of a dick.
he's watching Twilight.
Actually, he's
He's a
watching Baywatch.
penis.
No, he's watching
Watching
Twilight. He's watching bitch films.
That's it. He's hoping to
He
get
can
the
sit there and
girls
talk
over
about
to
double
his-
features all he wants.
He wants to get the girls over to his flat, so he's watching chick flicks.
But he'll be flat.
Yeah. Well, have fun.
You know, an apartment over in England is called a flat.
Yeah, flat.
So I said, no, he'll be flat.
All right, then.
Lane, flat, flaccid. I keep
Lane.
going.
Flaccid.
Lame. Lame.
Men don't want to hear that word, do they?
What, flaccid?
Flaccid.
Or falsetto when you're talking about your nuts.
Yeah.
That means your nuts is a lot bigger
These
live.
nuts, oh
Did
yeah.
you say a lot bigger live?
No, I said your nuts are a lie.
Oh.
Or a lie or a lie.
Which was from the show with Fred out, the last one we did when Fred wasn't here.
Your nuts are alive.
You were sauced during that show.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
sauced.
You were sauced?
Well, you clearly don't remember it.
And I don't remember you being sauced.
He
That's
was a
'cause
bit
you were sauced.
saucy. Because he called him on the phone and he was kind of fed over a little bit.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, is that when he told me you guys
We're
were
still
recording?
recording.
Oh,
He was
okay.
like, I'm recording.
We weren't important enough to pause.
Oh, yeah. Fuck you, bitch.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to him.
Ooh, and now it's mine.
It is my hat.
You have a small ass head.
Yes, I do.
Let me fix this. Let me remedy this.
Dude, Giselle was going to take a picture of me going,
You got tiny head.
She's got that look on her face. You better give it back.
Yeah.
You don't want to see that look.
I already beat you in a staring contest. I can't humiliate you further.
Please do not abuse the hat.
what?
It's okay,
It was
she hit my ass with it.
I
That's
don't
all
care.
right.
She still dated it.
There's no ass to dent it upon.
Oh, I got a big fat ghetto ass. I don't know what you're talking about.
You ain't got no ghetto booty.
You don't have a big head, so there.
You're a white man, you have no ass.
You have no ass.
Why I gotta be a white man?
I don't know. You are.
Racist.
What? Are we still recording?
Yes.
Awesome. I kind of thought for a second, I was like, don't tell me that motherfucker stopped it and we just lost the last 10 minutes.
Stop playing with the cat.
No.
What?
All right then, Galvy.
Well then, Calvin, looks like you're still a
How do you
Chad.
disappoint us all?
Yeah, you did.
And have fun at the,
Well, technically,
Oh.
Fred started that trend.
what's
What?
that?
Well, Fred was gone for 2 shows. Then, residued over to now it's residue over to
Calvy!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
But
I had a very
seriously.
busy weekend.
Seriously,
Suck
Calvy.
my ass.
Just put a bag over your head. We don't care. We just want to Skype in. Right then.
And we don't care if you're sauce.
man.
So yes, so we're apparently on Twitter.
We
Yes.
are.
We're tweeting.
We tweeting for beans. Woo!
We're,
In all
we're
right and
Twitters.
wrong places.
Ooh.
And
Yeah,
we're on
that's right.
Facebook. Please go to the site.
Yeah.
www.facebook.com.
Wow.
Backslash, is it Backdoor Radio or BDR Rocks?
BDR rocked. No, I'm sorry. Back to our radio.
Right.
Sorry.
Plus,
We got
there's a
the
bunch of
Twitter.
numbers.
Hey,
We
hey,
got the
hey.
Facebook.
Wow. Dickhead. And you can also email us at bdrinfo at bdrrocksonline.com.
That's
Yes.
right.
The
Send us an
alphabet of
email,
email
or you
address.
can even go onto the website. We have it so you can post up there now.
Indeed.
So go ahead and do that, and stop being merry little chavs for all like 6
Well, I
of
think
you
we
out there.
can post comments now on our blogs.
Yes.
Yes, they're
Yes.
they'll be able to post comments. We're trying to get a forum on there.
Well, let's start with
And-
the comments and see if we need a form.
I think we should also start asking
We
people
can do a
to,
poll if they want a
if they
form.
know of a band
What kind of hole?
needs some attention.
Oh yeah, if you know any band or any performer or any musician or artist or
Or if you are a
Or if
band
you
or
are one,
performer or
exactly.
artist.
and you want some exposure, send us an email. Let us know what's going on, where you're at, where we can contact you, the best times to contact you.
And also shoot us emails with show dates that you guys have, and we'll go ahead and pimp it up on the site and give you some exposure there.
And if you have a website, we'll link to your website.
Keep in mind, if you have stuff that has actually been published, there are some legalities with whether or not we can play it, but we're willing to work with you.
Yes, just because you give us permission doesn't necessarily mean the record label will give you permission to give you permission.
Exactly.
Yeah, because the music industry sucks ass.
Yes.
Cheats
Yep.
on
And
my
if you
life.
have a problem with
cheats.
that, you can go yell at your record company. 'Cause
Exactly.
they're the ones that did it.
Yeah!
That also includes that if you don't no longer have a contract with said record label, but record label still has the rights to your music, we still can't play your music unless we have permission from the record label.
Or
Yep.
we actually have purchased the licensing through the proper, whatever they licensed you under, basically.
ASCAP, hopefully.
And just a little shout out, Arjun and Anthony Lucasen is the man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Thank you again for those emails. You are one of our heroes.
Thank you. Toodaloo there.
Alright then. Legendary! My cereal. Don't touch my cereal.
I thought he was going to say something else.
Don't touch my taint. I mean, penis.
Your taint? Nobody's
What?
touching your taint.
Don't worry about it.
So unless anybody has any objection,
We
Huh.
I object
You
entirely.
said unless anybody has an objection.
unless anybody has an objection, I want to vote Governor Bill Haslam as Child of the Week.
Explain.
Bill Haslam, Haslelam, is the governor of Tennessee and put into law that even if you have permission from someone who is a Netflix customer to sign in with their sign-in information. So I'll give you an example. If was coming over to the house and he's going to be here at 5 and I was going to be a little late coming home from work before we got together to do whatever, and I was going to be back
Do whatever.
Yes.
Sex.
And I wasn't going to be home until about 7:30, and I gave him permission to access the Netflix instant queue and gave him my sign-in and password. He can go to jail
Yeah.
and be fined.
Yeah. Now, Chav of the Week.
Chat of the week.
Ciao.
So it's like one of the gayest things. Because literally, how are they going to know?
Why do they care? Why is the government that
Somebody called up
involved in
and
it?
said, "Ooh,
Yeah.
using login."
I'm telling on you.
Also, James Edward Hill is a World War II vet that was returning to Normandy. He's from Nashville, Tennessee. If you ever see this man, fucking thank him. And then there was earlier this
Wait,
week.
what?
He's going back to Normandy to visit where they landed on D-Day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he still has, he was talking about how he still gets an emotional
Mm-hmm.
for the memory. So if you ever
Yeah.
see this man, thank him. And there's an Ohio veteran that died earlier on Memorial Day while he's replacing his flag. He replaces his flag on his weather tower about 2 or 3 times a year. In the middle of changing out the flag, he had passed away.
Wow.
Aww.
And we want to thank Will for the great work he's done on the Backdoor website. It's
Like a
the
mouse.
website is technically live. There isn't a lot of content on it, so if you
We're working
go,
on it.
So,
Go there.
bdrinfo@bdrrocksonline.com.
That's the email address.
Yeah, send us shit.
Oh,
Yeah, send us
It's not
stuff.
so bad, isn't it?
no, they had to change it to an alphabet, so.
Nice.
And Dr. Jack Kevorkian passed away earlier this week. He was 83.
Kevorkian.
No,
Was he
his
assisted?
death was not
Was he
assisted.
You've been fantastic.
His assist record is so high.
But I will say this: I don't know how
Best
everybody else
plus
feels about him, but I actually condone his services. We let people die with dignity.
Yep.
Hmm?
So I personally don't think he should have served jail time. That's what they wanted. They wanted to die. But in contrast, earlier this week there was a guy out in the Bay Area in San Francisco that was committing suicide by walking out into the water up to his neck.
Yep.
And he had some issues, but
And nobody can help.
and nobody was allowed to help him. Not even the paramedics, not even the fire department.
Why?
By a
Budget
law,
cuts.
there was due to budget cuts. There was a law that could that
They
prevented
had no training.
They
on
had no
cold
training on
water.
it, so they couldn't help him, and they had to sit there and watch.
Yep.
Wait. They had no training on cold water.
They had no training on cold water survival, cold water rescues,
Yeah.
so that we're not able to go out.
They were their hands were literally tied.
Tied.
They were not allowed to do it because they could have got sued.
Wow.
Yeah, 'cause especially if they botched it. Because if you didn't have training in cold water, it was choppy. Apparently, the water was choppy that day. If they had screwed up trying to save him,
Well, it was San Francisco Bay.
yeah, in San Francisco Bay, generally, no matter what time of year it is, it's always cold.
Yep.
Because if they didn't have the proper training, this is all about liability. This is how stupid it's gotten. If they didn't have the proper training and they tried to save him, they botched saving him, somebody could have sued the city, the town, the county, and the rescue workers. So
Wow.
literally this legislation, for lack of money and funds, put their hands, tied them behind their back. All they could do was watch.
Isn't that some stupid
So-
shit? Hey, we were going to save your life, but because we get sued, we can't.
Exactly.
Right, for not having proper training when if the Bay Area is cold most of the year, we just decided not to train you on.
Yeah.
Due to budget cuts,
Like,
yeah.
Wow, that's logic at work right there.
Yeah, it's great.
Hey, this
skating.
bay over here,
Yeah.
you know, that people can die in. Hey, it's cold most of the year, but we're not going to train you on how to do stuff for it.
Well, I mean, it's almost in the same way where if you were choking in a restaurant for not swallowing properly, and I tried to perform the Heimlich maneuver, but it's not allowed. You're not allowed to call it the Heimlich maneuver anymore. But
What?
yeah,
Why not? That's what it is.
I can crush your ribs trying to help you.
Yeah,
you
can
can
break
turn
off
around
the
and
xiphoid process of
and
the
you
sternum.
can turn around and sue me.
Yeah, that
It
happened.
got so bad that they started suing Heimlich, who created the maneuver.
Oh.
So he requested to have his name removed from the maneuver to keep from
That's
being
why
liable.
some people are just giving them chairs now to do it themselves.
Exactly.
So they can just lean over a chair.
If I'm choking and somebody hands me a chair, I'm not going to know what to do with it. I'm
Well,
going
I want to know who the
Fucking help
asshole is that said, "Thank you for saving my life. I'm suing you
I know, really.
because I'm a fucking dummy."
It's also the same person
'Cause
that
I didn't
sued
chew before I swallowed.
McDonald's because they spilled hot coffee.
Oh, yeah, I brought this one up before.
It's also the same people that
Really?
sue
Order a hot
Denny's
coffee and I'm
for
not going to know it's hot? Really?
Being too fat.
being too
Yeah.
fat. They'd walk in, the booths weren't proportionate to their 400 fucking pounds, so they would sue for discrimination. I'm like, fucking put the fork down. You don't need to be at Denny's.
Well, that was like the people crying when they usurp multiple airline seats and they have to pay for them.
There was one person that was banned from flying the plane because the fucking airliner said she was too fat to fly.
Yeah, they did that with Kevin Smith too.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let him on the plane because he was.
But Kevin Smith did turn around and sue them.
No, he just made a joke about
He
it.
just made a joke about it.
and said, oh,
But
well, maybe
here's the
it's
thing.
time to lose some weight.
Here's the thing: if you're big enough to where you're encroaching on another seat, I'm sorry. If I'm sitting next to you and your fat is all upon me, no, that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
That's an invasion of your personal space.
Yeah.
It
Which
is.
is being invaded immensely to begin with just by flying because of how tiny everything is.
And
Sure, it's
speaking
just
of
stupid.
being ridiculous, well, it's kind of like one of those things where we were talking about
He's
copyright infringement,
hilarious.
where we were talking about the music.
Come and see
I'm
what
sorry,
we're
if I purchase the CD
Will you stop?
and I've got the receipt that says, hey, I purchased this album,
No, it's not.
nobody can sit there and tell me what to do with it. For example, the reason why I'm saying this, so if I wanted to sell the Jeep, which I will never do, but I'm using this as an example, if I wanted to
See,
sell
you
the
got my
Jeep
hopes up.
and there's a potential buyer in
And then he crushes it.
Cleveland wants to see pictures of the Jeep, do I have to ask Chrysler permission because they have the copyright of the design? It's getting that stupid.
Yeah.
They're gonna.
Well, have you ever?
Now
if
that
you
you
look,
said it,
Yeah.
I was actually talking to one of my instructors about this. If you look at the terms and usage of pretty much anything you buy, best example is cell phones. You don't own your cell phone. You are technically, for lack of a better word, renting it
Yeah.
from the manufacturer. That cell phone, just because you paid $400 or $500 for it, it is not yours.
Yep.
You cannot modify it in any way legally. If you do, you can be fined or go to jail.
What if you sack it?
Then it's mine.
yeah.
Because sacking is technically not in the end user license agreement. But no, isn't that stupid? I paid $500 for something that's not mine. Think about that.
I agree.
Possible chat of the week.
Did you hear about there was this big old controversy? There was a bear that wandered in onto a airport in Greensboro instead of tranking the bear and getting it off. But basically, getting it off. Basically, the police that were there, or the authorities that were there, weren't equipped with trank guns to deal with the bear, so they shot it and killed it. And there was a big thing going about it, like, did they do their job properly? And you had people calling in, they were saying, as a cop, they always issued us trank guns, this, that, and the other. But looking at it from their point of view, you have a potentially dangerous animal, an animal that can cause severe damage to the public. So, if not provided with the utilities to save the bear in a humane way, I probably would have done the same thing. Now, if the bear was just running around,
doing?
it was just on the tarmac. Apparently, there was a fire or something. I'm not sure what's going on with
How
it,
did a
but
bear even get there?
it just wandered onto the airport, on the airstrip.
But I mean, like, was it attacking people? Was it destroying?
Well, I don't know the full story, but
Sorry.
if it was just wandering around and they shot it, probably not the best thing because you could have
No.
scared it out.
Yeah.
But if it was actually heading towards people or getting on the runway or something
Right.
where it could cause damage to a plane,
Yeah.
then I could see doing something about it like that. But like I said, I don't know the full story. I just know there was a big old thing about it on the news, the news radio.
I have another Greensboro story that happened this week. I think this is hilarious. A car, late at night, drove into an Apple store. And from the cameras, what they could see is the person that had been driving the car was a man dressed up in a white ninja suit.
Ah, yes. The White Ninja.
Yes.
They'll never see me in the dark.
Sony
White
Pictures Entertainment
Ninja.
confirmed late Friday evening that some of its websites were breached and it was working with the FBI to identify the attackers. Apparently,
What was
somebody...
this?
Sony's.
Sony Pictures. First they attacked Sony PlayStation, now they attacked the Pictures,
Oh
the
shit.
movie company. Sony Pictures, a unit of Sony, said it had begun an internal investigation into the breach on Thursday. A hacker group calling itself LulzSec
I thought it was Anonymous was the ones that hit the PSN.
could have been. Said it broke into servers that run Sony Pictures Entertainment websites. The breaches is the latest of several security breaches undermining confidence in the company. However, the UN report, Internet access is a basic human right. Access to the Internet, especially during times of political unrest, is a basic human right, says the report.
But
released by the
access to a restricted server that has personal information on it is not.
Exactly.
So the UN can suck my balls.
No, these are two different reports.
Oh, okay.
The UN saying that you should not be able to bar access to a website,
I agree.
even though the US is trying to bar access.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree with that, yeah. The UN. No, if there's a website up, you should be able to go to it. I mean, regardless. That was like what they were talking about with the US is trying to basically expand their reach. So if you download, like the whole download thing, it's trying to basically make it illegal for you to host in any country or anywhere around the world.
Yeah.
So no, you don't have jurisdiction, in Turkey.
No.
Or Georgia,
Yeah.
the country, not Georgia.
The state.
For those that don't know. But, it's just like, what do you guys do? Really? There's more important things
Well,
going on.
what bothers me is that the statement...
When gas is close to $4 a gallon, there's more important things.
Well, the thing that bugged me the most about that report was that it said it endangered the lives and safety of American citizens. The download it. And I'm like, bullshit! How is it endangering someone's life? Money? That's a different story.
Well, I mean, again, I was talking to somebody about this. I don't feel bad for giant record labels, and I don't feel bad, especially for the movie industry, when they have, the one good film that comes out per year. But, you have these films that have multi-million, close to $1 billion opening weekends.
Yeah.
No, I don't feel bad for you.
I'm sorry, as much as I love Tom Hanks' acting, as much as I love Rutger Hauer's acting, as much as I love other actors' acting, I don't feel that you should pay them millions of dollars just to appear in your film.
Nope.
I also don't think it's right of the movie industry to claim over 100% of ticket sales. That's why the tickets are so expensive. Is because of how much profit they claim from every ticket that they sell. So these $1 billion opening weekends, I highly doubt that the cinemas that actually host the movies actually make very much
Well,
profit.
that's
That's why popcorn, soda, candy, that's why it's so expensive. That's why you can't even
That's
go to
where
the fucking
theaters make
movies
their money.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's because that's the only place they actually make their money. And I have a question. Several years ago, there was a record company in the States. I can't remember what it was called. I don't know, maybe you guys remember, but it was on their CDs that they sold. If you legally purchased the CD, you went to a CD store, you bought the CD, you brought it home. If you ripped it to your computer, it would then download a virus on your computer.
I
and crash your
remember
system.
that. Yeah.
I think
That got
I remember
stopped.
who that might be.
I
but
think it was Sony.
I was gonna guess Sony.
I think it was them that actually it was. I don't think it was it was still considered malicious software, but it was something along those lines.
But that's ridiculous. I mean, just because I want to rip it so I can put it on my MP3
Well,
player, and then you're gonna crash my whole computer.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Douchebaggery.
It's one of those things where we're paying too much money to people that don't deserve it. Is what it comes down to. Like the best example I can give is sports.
Oh
You
my
have
God.
football players that are making $1 billion contracts. Why? They don't deserve that much money. I'll still say pay them nice.
Pay 'em
But
very
think
nice,
of it
yeah,
like
but-
this. You go to work every single day.
Uh-huh.
You're coming home with, X amount of money. Versus, you have these guys that play once every few Sundays. Or, a few Sundays out of the year. Getting paid billions. What about the guy that busts his ass working, 2 or 3 jobs just trying to support his family so he can put food on the table? What about those people? You don't see that. And the only sport that I really have any sort of respect for is hockey. I mean, new players
do
coming
like
from
hockey.
the AHL or the lower leagues going up into the NHL. when you enter the NHL, the max you can make, if you're like damn good, the max you can make is $950,000 for your first 3 years. Mm-hmm. And to put it in perspective, players like Nicholas Lidstrom, who is just nasty on the ice, just absolutely nasty. I think he's making around $6 million. That's it. Mm-hmm. And I mean, granted, yeah, that's still a target amount of money. But when you put it in perspective with other sports, it's nothing.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit, dude, I play hockey for $950,000 a year.
One thing that I will say is with the sports, you mentioned that they play a game like every couple Sundays. I do understand that during the time that they're not actually playing games,
they're
practicing, they're training, there's weight,
But is it worth billions?
I still feel like it's imbalanced.
The Sony BMG CD copyright protection scandal concerns the copyright protection measures included by Sony BMG on compact discs in 2005. Sony BMG included the Extended Copy Protection XCP and MediaMax CD-3 software on music CDs. XCP was put on 52 titles and MediaMax was put on 50 titles. The software was automatically installed on the Windows desktop computers when customers tried to play the CDs. The software interferes with the normal way in which the Microsoft Windows operating system plays CDs by installing a rootkit which creates vulnerabilities for other malware to exploit. This was discovered and publicly revealed by Mark Russinovich on the SysInternals blog. Other operating systems were not affected. As a result, a number of parties have filed lawsuits against Sony BMG. The company ended up recalling all the affected CDs, and greater public attention was drawn to the issue of commercially backed spyware and rootkits. Additionally, further investigation revealed that Sony had created its copyright protection software in part using lane code, violating the GUN Lesser General Public License, and VLC code written by John Lek Johansson and Sam Hockever, violating the GNU General Public Licensing. So that was about 2005.
And if that's if they played it?
Yeah, just put it in.
What if you don't have a working... really? That's so obnoxious.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the musicians whose records had that put on there. I mean, even though they weren't technically involved,
no, but
I would imagine it would affect their record sales.
It affected the record sales. It also affected their integrity as a band.
Exactly.
Because most people will say it was the band and the record company.
Yep, a lot of people aren't intelligent enough to make the distinction between the two.
Right.
But I mean, I can make the distinction between the two, and I would still be concerned to purchase a CD by this band if they're still on this label, even though, everything's been recalled and everything. I'd still be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, it's just... there are better ways to get around pirating. There are better ways to stop pirating. It takes about $1 to create and manufacture a CD with 77 minutes worth of music.
Yep. Well, CDs are cheap. That's why when you get Blu-rays, they're like $30.
Right. And
it's not cost that much.
That's with the artwork, the CD case. It's $1 for the whole package.
Yep.
And they turn around and sell it for anywhere between $10 and $30.
Yep.
It's not worth the price.
No.
The band's not making any money off the sale of the first 5 years.
Yeah.
They make their money through merchandise, and they make their money for their tours.
Yeah. Well, when you look at like when I used to work retail, we looked up. We had a USB cable. The USB cable ran $30 at the time. All right, standard printer cable. Connect your printer to your computer. It was $30. We looked it up. It cost the company $1.92 to purchase, and the company was turning around and selling it for $30.
Yeah. So it's overinflated.
Oh yeah, for a cable.
Yeah.
A cable.
Yeah. It used to cost 25 cents to make a cassette tape. So yeah, I got a problem swallowing $15, $17 for a CD that only took $1 to make. And the bands, and I kind of get irritated with the argument from startup bands, especially today, where they have their own local record label, And they get mad when people rip music. And I'm like, you're not making any money off the sale, asshole. You're paying back the money you borrowed from the record company.
Yeah.
They didn't take a loss. They loaned you money.
Yeah.
They're going to recuperate it hand over fist. So, what are you bitching about?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the intellectual property, if you're that worried about it, don't fucking release your music.
The best band that I saw was, recently, was Radiohead. When they released their entire full-length album on their website, I think it was In Rainbows. And basically they said, here it is. Download the whole thing.
Yeah.
For free. Pay us what you feel it's worth. And they were still netting like 17 pounds, or it was like 10. I think it was like right around $10 or $12 US dollars per CD.
Yeah.
You make something good, people buy it.
Yeah.
It's the same argument, I was telling you this, it's the same argument I have with the gaming industry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not paying $60, $70 for a game that's going to be a piece of shit. Best example I can give is Force Unleashed 2. They hyped the shit out of it. I played it for 4 hours and beat the damn game. It was the worst pile of shit I had seen come out in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I love Star Wars, man, as much as I love the idea behind the Force Unleashed, it was a great, fantastic idea, and they did some interesting things in the game. But the story was just god-awful, and the gameplay did not bridge that gap.
Yeah.
It didn't fill it in at all.
So yeah, Sony, they can fucking blow me.
I mean, I will say they did take care of their the people that were affected
On the
by the whole
PSN?
hacking.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how to download those downloads they said I could have.
I think the network just came up the other day.
Came
and you
up
can
on
grab
Friday.
it. Yeah,
And
should be able to grab it.
I still can't figure out how to do it.
I'll talk to my buddy and let Bill figure it out.
But
Let's talk about something else besides the music industry being douchebags, because that makes me depressed.
okay.
Let's talk about something funny!
Like cows.
Being a chav!
Being a queer.
Looking like a cat.
Yes, he looks like a Chad. Now, don't he?
You didn't say that when he sent you that other picture the other day.
That was different. I didn't know it was him at the beginning. And then, oh, never mind.
You tell Cal he needs to open wide and say my name. Little monster magnet for you there, Cal. It's your homework.
Oh my god.
Space. Oh.
Do you know the original chorus of Space Lord Motherfucker?
Yeah.
I actually have the recording there.
So Cal can like our status about recording the Maiden show, but Cal can't Skype in.
What a bitch. He's not allowed to comment on anything we do.
Cal, babe.
USA! US! And nobody's want to jump in on that one, really.
I have mixed feelings about the USA.
Well, when we do chav things, yes. But,
Yes.
can't deny, we have the best fucking flag.
I don't know, that Iron Maiden Union Jack looks pretty sweet.
I'm talking about as, like, a country.
Oh, okay.
Look at you, smoking like a boss.
I know, I have no idea what she's doing. I think she's mad because I wanted this chair back.
That's fine, it's cool, it's just my house and everything.
Beach.
I'll show you. Well, screw the top of that chair next time you sit in it. What did you learn? Oh, by the way, what did you learn the other week about dryers and bed covers?
I told him.
I forgot what he
It
said.
wasn't my bed cover.
Whatever,
It was my 5-zone memory foam.
explosive.
It exploded in the dryer.
In other words, what did you
Did it
learn?
like pop the door open, or did you just open the door
I
like?
opened the door and all
Dude, I mean, it looked like guts were coming out of it. I'm like, what the fuck is... Oh, shit.
The dryer was okay.
The dryer was fine.
Dryer
Well,
ain't
did
up
you
that
see
memory
the,
foam like a sauce.
Did you see the Mythbusters? What they did was they put in a bunch of steel balls in a dryer, and then put through a bunch of lighters in there, trying to get it to explode. The steel balls destroyed the dryer.
Yeah.
Which balls?
Balls of steel.
Balls of
steel.
Balls,
No,
balls,
my
balls,
fucking memory
balls,
foam,
balls
man.
of steel.
Pissed me off.
I'd be upset.
I'd be mad too.
And then I'd
Now my
punch a
bed's
shaft.
all uncomfortable.
Well, oh no. You can't punch Calvi through the internet.
Or can you? You have
Challenge
download.
accepted.
Oh, you go, you can see Calvin say, oh, look at that, I got downloaded from my friends in America. You see a fist, boom!
Put your 3D glasses on for this. That's kind of scary.
Nobody's in the off position right now.
I see this, and it's all like
Gutted.
gutted.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about his phone is the fact that you have to gut it just to get to the memory card.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't technically have to gut it. He just.
Well, you can
You
put it in the
little
USB
otter,
cable,
you.
but once again, I forgot it.
Yeah, it doesn't
Really?
match mine.
Shut the fuck up!
No.
You
All
are a waste.
Wait, who did you just call a waste?
I think I have one that may fit that.
No! I don't want it right now, because you're a waste!
Oh.
Aw, did I hurt Johnny Boy's feelings?
Johnny boy. Turned into a dolphin and is raping him.
Yeah, raped good too.
What did you learn?
Yes.
Whatever, I still,
Finish him!
I still won the staring contest twice.
Oh, that's because I was drinking at the time.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So was I.
Uh-huh.
You didn't hear me bitching about it.
That's because you do bitch all the time.
You know what? Everybody loves me.
What are you, Raymond now?
Yeah! Jamaican right then!
You think you're the favorite child?
Yeah.
This is a baby. You wear fucking
Oh, you're the baby.
I'm the little baby. But it comes with a price because, as you can see,
Yeah.
she blew up his phone. My mom blew up his phone earlier.
Yeah.
It's because she's old and can't figure out how to work technology.
Are you
I love
kidding
that
me?
she called me first too, and then when I didn't pick up, then she called
Well,
you.
because she knows I stop picking up my phone, I'll just hang up on her. I'll answer and hang up because she leaves messages that say, call me. That's not a message. It's not message material. If it's important, leave a message like, oh, my car just exploded on the highway. Someone's about to get hit. I'm not going to tell you who.
I don't know who either.
But I think if it begins with Georgiana and ends with Peach.
I don't think so.
What? You said
What?
Peach.
Peaches.
I swear I don't know why. Shit.
I don't either.
All I do is get yelled at.
You get yelled at, you get pinched at, or...
As I'm in my robe and cowl, I get yelled at.
This is
Because the Death Star just didn't work.
This is weird.
Oh, you know, you get it blown up twice, and everybody's saying, "Ooh, you don't have it anymore, Palpatine. Ooh, you can't stop teenagers from exploding a Death Star." What did they ever do? No, they just sat back in their little comfy chairs while the teenagers were blowing it up. You know what my credit looks like now?
And their fucking father just keep going on about Padme this, Padme that.
And Skywalker that. His kid's a bitch. I didn't have the heart to tell him.
I put it back together for you.
So every time we record here, should we have an
Thought you were
ongoing
gonna say,
thing where Nameless sacks one of the Star Wars characters?
No. Absolutely not. Guys.
What about one of the G.I. Joes?
You're just going to see me
No,
run
because
into the
you'll
whole
come
show.
around
Just
after they leave and pussy.
slug trail, you mean.
Slug trail it.
Yeah.
Ew.
And then I just have to go and urinate on everything. That's mine.
I was just gonna stick
Is that how
it
you
in my
pee? Just-
boobs. Just,
That's
you know.
mine.
Motorboat it.
The happiest Star Wars figures ever! All you hear is...
Oh, that's gross.
Once again, Anal Kid ruins everything. Or Anal Log Kid.
Yeah. Change my name now.
You are an anal log, aren't you?
No, it was anal original gangsta.
G-Unit!
Calvi hasn't emailed us back yet.
Because he knows better.
Because he's watching Twilight.
Every time I email them, they just yell
He
at
likes
me!
the sparkly people.
He likes the sparkly bowl.
Oh no,
You
it's,
didn't read the books?
it's the sun.
No, they're ridiculous.
I'm into that.
I like old school, Nosferatu fucking vampires.
Read the Twilight books.
Because he's a
Let me explain.
No, there is no. You fail.
No.
You put.
I asked to read a book of mine.
who's still at the cup? Oh, it's you.
I asked her.
For
For the last 10 years, I've wanted her to read The Dark Tower by Stephen King.
I'm sorry, but that's actually a good book.
And she said yes, if you read one of mine. Now, I should have read the fine print on this.
You should
But
have.
she waited to finish all 7 books before, okay, now I want you to read one of mine. And I was thinking, okay, no problem. She goes, you gotta read all 4 Twilight books.
Whoa, no. It was one book.
She read all 7 Dark Towers.
Oh, there's 7 of the Dark
There's
Tower?
7 Dark Tower books.
Oh, well then that's fair game. If anything, you should have been like, you have to read 2 of those books.
She
3
wanted
books,
me to
5.
read the damn sissy stuff.
I made him watch the movies too.
Oh yeah, that was part of the deal.
That's
The
right,
7 books,
7,
yeah. She wanted me to read the damn, what was the sissy?
Yeah, you
Sophie
fell
Skyhouse.
right
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah, so I kind of, so from now on, I read the fine print. But she asked for my opinion, and she should have kept her mouth shut. She goes, what did you think? And I
Ruined
said,
it for me, man.
I said, this is
It was all
written
romantic.
by a 25, early 30-year-old woman that still apparently believes in the gothic teenage attitude.
And lives with her parents.
Well, there was no growth. Like in the Harry Potter books, there was growth.
Yeah.
You grew with the characters and the
There was
characters
growth
grew.
in Harry's wand.
If you
Right.
right in his trousers there
I'm
was.
watching the movie come out July 15.
Right in Voldemort's mouth.
Hey, first one was free.
I got your favorite secrets right here. So she wanted me to read
So
the.
wait, Harry's got a vagina, is what you're saying.
Oh.
Depends on what dark side you're going to.
Come to my dark
She
side.
wanted me to read the books that apparently True Blood is based off of, and I said no.
Which
No.
then after the
I'd be
eighth
more
one that I
inclined
did,
to
I'm
read
going,
the True
no.
Blood
No,
series than
no,
Twilight.
no.
I haven't read either of them. I haven't
No.
watched any of the movies and the videos. I have no. This is
The
No,
True Blood
watch the
series is
vampires
good.
have been
Watch the
ruined.
series. You'll love the series.
Now I've been
Don't
trying
read the
to
books.
come up with a new deal of I really want her to read the Harry Dresden Files.
Ooh,
I
those are
really want her to
good.
read them. They're great books, and she's like, no, don't want to, don't care. So we were going to go pick up a vanity, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, a Dresden Lane! And she's like, do you want me to pull it over and take a picture?
That's when you should have said yes.
I wanted to.
He didn't know.
I didn't. I was
Because
just,
Well,
you
then
trade
that's-
your man.
I know.
Ooh.
why do you think I don't tell her no to cats? Because I know there's something later on down the road. She'll remember I said no.
Well, no.
I
You-
could go get some
Hold
more
on,
today.
hold on. I'm
Go
gonna
get some more today, and then go by the fairgrounds and pick me up at Starter Kids.
No.
Alrighty then.
No. I'm gonna throw on the bus real quick.
Oh.
You allow her to have the cats because you're keeping the G.
Oh.
Do you not see this brand new house? She has a brand new car. I don't.
Uh-oh. He got you, man. I was gonna help you out.
And she can sit there and say, I own 2 cars, but have you seen my second car? Does it
Surprised
look?
it runs.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't
Sounds
run
good,
as much as
bitch,
it
but-
just kind of limps along.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yes.
He
Plus,
got you.
I
no.
know.
You
I
want to
got
talk
the new
about it?
house. I got the new car.
There's very few
You
things
got
in
the
this house that are
new,
mine.
the new husband. The new husband.
However, that TV out
It's technically the old model upgraded.
It's my boy.
Anyways.
Yes. Anyways.
Jabs!
So, in my defense, I should have read the fine print, but she waited until after all 7 books were read and
She
decided.
wanted to know the agony of reading all 7 books before she wanted to focus on
she
it.
actually enjoyed the. She called me up. She called me up
Last
cussing.
half.
She called me up cussing. Because of the way
See,
the
I
series
thoroughly
ended.
enjoyed the Twilight books. It's all romantic.
Well, me.
You know, it had a little
Here's,
romantic.
Well, what
here's
did
what
you
I gotta
learn?
say about the Twilight books, because there's a whole bunch of middle-aged women that go crazy over this little
Sparky.
whatever.
I'm in the sun!
All I'm
Oh, no,
saying
wait.
is if it was flipped and it was like the genders were flipped and it was 40-year-old men going all excited and going crazy for a teenage girl, people would call cops.
I am irritated that Richard Sheen's in the film.
What?
Yes, he plays one of the. What's the name of the family?
Douchebags.
Poland?
No.
Jabs.
The
Cocksmokers.
ones that live in, like, Europe.
Dick lickers. Jabs. Gal.
Voltori.
The Volturi. He plays the head Volturi family.
Yes.
And I'm like, dude, I really like your acting. Loved you in Underworld. Why are you in this film? Yeah, Richard Cheating. I was just like, what? But I thought it was great in Tron 2. He played the DJ in Tron 2. White-haired guy that you almost reminded me of, who was the bald-headed Schaefer? You remind me of Paul Schaefer in Tron 2.
I remind you of Paul Schaefer.
That's scary.
It's one of the reasons why I loved the Blues Brothers 2000, because Paul Schaefer was in it.
Hey, puppets, you get caught up in love.
Was this the acoustic version?
No, this is the. I've had too much of that tea and now I'm crashing.
He's going into a diabetic coma.
I just want to.
Oh, God!
I want to curl up on the floor.
It's probably cooler down there.
Yeah, that's why I'm down here right now.
Since you put an entire pound of sugar in your tea. I
You're
enjoy
like,
it.
You're like, oh, you know,
I
I
enjoy
didn't have any
it.
sugar. I had to go to the store
Bad
and get some.
criticism.
Well, yeah, when you fucking dump an entire bag into one pitcher of tea, it tends to happen.
I thought you liked it when you come.
Are you trying to like tweak my nipples from a distance? Is that what that is?
That's a tiny violin.
Don't stop.
You are disturbed, man.
And blow me. Into next week!
So we got half of the Maiden show done today.
Only half?
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
Well, I have to look at the tracks to see how long they
We
are.
should have a maiden show once every week.
No.
Listen with Backdoor. Oh! For 10 weeks.
Actually, it will be 15.
Instead of the Advent calendar, we'll have the Maiden calendar
Maiden's
in
released 15
December.
official albums. So it'll be 15 weeks.
Hell yeah.
Good.
That doesn't include
Since you were
the...
listening to me going off about the baller Christmas shenanigans we're going to have.
Oh yeah, she's
December.
rewriting
December.
what was the night before Christmas.
Don't-
and Maiden style.
Don't give them what's going on. No,
Oh, I'm
it's
sorry, I didn't know that was
surprise.
on the down low. All right, don't forget, that was great.
We can talk about it this time.
Bruce Dickinson
Well-
sings really well. He likes to play ball. He's a Puerto Rican front man. He runs around on stage.
But yeah, no, December is going to be
stuck in my head.
December is going to be full of baller Iron Maiden stuff because of the jokes we were making. It was at least 2-3 shows ago where you were talking about how you have a Christmas wish list
Oh yeah.
for Iron Maiden,
Oh, yeah,
and I was
John
like,
talking about, yeah, we have this whole huge quick.
hell yeah,
if-
Bruce Dickinson is Santa
Yeah,
Claus.
Bruce Dixon come down my chimney. I'll dress as Santa Claus, give me gifts, stuff in my stockings.
With like bloody entrails.
Hell
and,
yeah, it'll be epic. I take pictures of it. Please sign. It'll be epic.
You have a Polaroid.
I've actually got a couple official. I've actually got a couple officially licensed Iron Maiden Christmas images. Or you got Eddie with a scarf. He's got his jacket and he pissed "Merry Christmas" into the snow. And he's got this cup right here. And he's like doing this number
Are
over
you
his shoulder.
serious?
I've got it. It's on my desktop upstairs. I've also got another one where you got Eddie with a knife about to stab Bill Gates across the dinner table with a Christmas tree in the background. And the bottom says "No, Bill, you can't have it all." Yeah, that was actually an image off of an actual official Iron Maiden Christmas card.
Nice.
I've got somewhere around here, I think it's on one of my turtles upstairs, I've got the slap bracelet with Iron Maiden on, official Iron Maiden slap bracelet. No, actually, no. Right there.
Turtles.
I love turtles. Turtles are awesome.
I'm awesome.
They represent long life in Chinese culture.
Well, that's good for him.
You sound
She's
so.
like, God damn, I hope he dies.
Man, I don't care.
I know you got him on the e-cigs now, so he might outlive us all.
I know.
I'm gonna take this slap bracelet.
Don't take the slap bracelet. He may chase you down.
If she gets a slap bracelet, I get the hat.
That's charging.
No.
Damn, I've had the damn slap bracelet. Sweet Jesus.
Wait, I want to see it.
I've had it before. I had it before I saw it.
Again.
Please, sir, another.
Give me back. You liked it.
Any message from Cal?
No. So I sent him one.
Ooh, you broke it.
It's what, midnight over at his house?
I don't care.
Yeah, fuck him.
I'm telling you.
You need to get his
he's
phone
watching
number so we
Twilight.
can just call him up, just like prank call and be like, guys. Hello? Hello, I was just wondering if your refrigerator's running. Oh, it's you guys again. Well, you better go catch it.
What the hell is this, The Simpsons?
No, I just came up with that.
He did.
Do you have Prince Albert in a can? Well, you better let him out. Chad.
Yeah, I don't think Calvi will actually give us our number now. He'll be like, I'll call you guys. You can't call me.
Slap you.
Well, yeah, I'm curious. Can we call England from our smartphones?
I have no other clue.
Something tells me the,
Cal, research.
I'm gonna rape
Can
us.
we call you from our smartphones?
For free.
Put in type 1 for yes, type 2 for no, and type 3 for your chat.
Press 3 for English.
Para español, marque 5.
And press 4 for the Queen's English.
Yes.
Don't touch my fire truck. Cause it's my fire truck. That's a true story.
Don't touch my fire.
Yeah. No, so what it was is there's like an elementary school. It was an elementary school that was like right outside my buddy's neighborhood. So we were outside. I don't remember what the hell we were doing, but they had the fire truck that was no, actually we weren't in trouble. Believe it or not. But there was a fire truck out there, and there was this little black kid, and he started yelling at us. I mean, we were just across the street, just looking to see what was happening. No, he was basically like, "Hey man, you better not touch my fire truck. That's my fire truck. Don't touch my fire truck." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
You like this fire truck.
Apparently
he was
Apparently he was scared. Fire truck.
Assault him! He's too close to that damn fire truck.
Dios. Mortales.
So what is your favorite game on the PS3?
Oh, shit.
And I say PS3 because I'm not talking about the older versions of PS3. We're not talking about the games that are compatible with PS3. Just PS3.
Yeah, I thought you said older versions.
Ew.
No.
That's
I'm
sorry.
PS3 favorite game.
My favorite game as a whole is the Assassin's Creed series. I like all three of them equally.
One.
Well, if I only got one...
You're on a deserted island with only one game.
You only have room up your ass for one game.
Does that include the jewel case?
That includes the
Oh.
jewel case.
And the
No.
sleeve?
No sleep.
I'm gonna practice now. I just felt like I needed to contribute something because everybody else has said something, so I just was like, oh, I'll say this, and then I said it, and it's like, oh.
I'll tell you what my favorite PS3
What?
game is so far. God of War 3, man. And let me tell you why. Because it's more like they really engage the player in the way that they use the camera. Like when you're crawling in a crevasse. The camera actually gets in the crevasse with you.
Oh my god.
So you have a real good sense of claustrophobia, but not. It was just how they moved the camera. It was a very well
A
done,
crevasse.
very well done game.
You didn't say it right. It's crevasse.
It's crevasse.
It was God of War 3 up until I got
Uncharted.
Assassin's Creed.
Have you, speaking
I'm
of
lost
Uncharted,
in
have you
this
seen
conversation.
the third one?
I've seen the
shots of it?
trailer. I've seen the
Oh,
trailer
I
for it.
have.
Now, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Let me just bring this up. My teacher was talking to us about the new Tomb Raider that's coming out.
Yeah, it's a
Did you see what they did? Did you see what they did to Lara Croft?
Yeah.
No.
Dude,
I've
she
got the
looks
uniform.
like a Victoria's Secret model.
Woohoo!
Okay. No. I'm sorry. And in every picture, she's either falling down or sliding down. She's the worst Tomb Raider ever. But when you think about it, a woman built the way she is would not be able to do anything that is done. Like, you wouldn't be able to do anything.
What about it?
That's the new Lara Croft.
Yeah.
Just like a man.
she's not built proportional.
Well, she wasn't built. Yeah, she was never built.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
And
at
not to
least
say that her
she would be
proportions
muscular
were not.
as shit. Swinging from nibbly bibbly from tree to tree and pole to pole.
She'd be like, "Wow."
Yep.
I would say, however, so far my favorite online multiplayer game is Bad Company.
That's a fun game.
Delta Force, that
Yeah.
anymore.
I mean, I'm screaming at television. 'Cause, I mean, I don't play video games like I used to when I was a teenager. So I got shit to do. I got responsibilities. I got a job.
You're an old man.
And I come home, and after everybody, pretty much settles down for the night, nobody else wants to watch TV. I'll sit there and I'll play, and I'm getting my ass handed to me by 15-year-olds. And so I'm swearing at the television for getting popped and an instant death because I wasn't paying attention enough. Because these kids are literally got nothing better to do but jerk off and play on Bad Company online. So here's me screaming for like 45 minutes. Fucking bitch! Oh, that's a fucking you fucking whore! What the fuck? And she comes downstairs. You have been screaming at this television for about 45 minutes.
It's time to get off.
She goes, why do you continue playing? I said, oh, it's a pride thing. Now leave me alone. So, she's actually heard that. I think one time I woke her up.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch! And all of a sudden she comes.
She got the look on her face.
Sorry. It's one of the reasons why I got the headphones.
Well, I told you.
Oh yeah, so I can just hear the screaming just from him now.
I told you the story about when my buddy John got this little kid's mom to get on the mic on Xbox Live.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about it.
Yeah. Fun story.
Well, are you going to tell it? Because you just, let us into it.
Oh, I thought
I
everybody was around. I'm sorry.
No. I'm in suspense.
Even if Georgiana Peach and I knew the story,
Not everybody
Radio
else in the
Listen
world.
Land don't know it.
Fine, radio listening land.
No, I'd rather
Tipsy.
have you tell the gout story.
Oh, okay. So the gout, actually, I like the gout story better. I haven't told that one a lot. So we're playing online. We're playing. I think it was Call of Duty, and we're doing something. I kept getting killed by this one kid. He was being a little shit, and so I ended up coming in. Like he was doing so. I don't remember exactly what he was doing. He was
Flashbacks. I've seen
But
combat.
no, he was being a pain in the ass, and so I finally got into a spawn where he couldn't because they locked our spawn, so we were spawning in
That's
front
what
of him.
happens a lot on Bad Company.
Yeah, but for I guess I was playing with one of my buddies, and he managed to unlock the spawns, so I spawned behind the guy. I went up behind him, and my buddy Joe was saying something, and I'm sitting there going, no, shh, 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 shh. And I ran up behind this dude and got him with the knife. And I'm like, well, I just gave that bitch gout.
Is it when you
Right off the top of my head, I wasn't even thinking about it, just gout.
Is it when you knife him that was, like he actually literally got knocked out of his boots?
He got no. He fell off a roof. Is what happened, and it felt so good.
The whole the 99 times that you died, that one death was worth it.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's like Assassin's Creed. You go online and play the multiplayer on Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. You can literally get frustrated because you do have an unlock of a pistol, but most of the time you got the hidden blade.
Yeah.
So the thing is that you're notified someone has a contract out on you, but you don't know who it is. You get an image of what they look like, but there are background characters that you can hide in, and they all look the same. So you got about 12 characters that look the same. Some of them are assassins or other players, and some are not. So you get an image of what the person looks like. So you can be standing there, minding your own business,
And just get sniped.
and you get sniped because whenever the assassin approaches you, you light up so he can see you. The same thing. So it's kind of like a daisy chain. I'm looking for somebody else, and so I'm waiting to see the characters, this one specific character light up with a little arrow over it from the contract, and at the same time somebody's behind me seeing the same thing above my avatar's head. So as soon as I'm about to pull out, all of a sudden, and I'm dead.
You
And
about to
I'm
pull
like,
out?
you fucking whore.
You about to pull out, huh?
About to pull out.
So you just end up staying in.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I lost my shit.
And that's where babies come from.
Assassin babies. So yeah, I mean, I like the multiplayer online Assassin's Creed because it makes it that much more challenging, but it does tend to get frustrating.
I need to get on
Yes,
Assassin's Creed with you.
There's no multiplayer on the first two. It's just the third one.
I've got the third one.
You got the third one?
I bought it. That was the game I bought. Brotherhood, right?
Yes, Brotherhood. And the new one comes out
Never
this
gonna get
November. It's gonna be sweet.
If you're a good boy, I'll get it for you for Christmas.
Yes, dear.
You know
Well,
what?
that's one more less thing I've got to buy him.
He still wants the 360 then.
Oh, dude, you need to get it for
I want a 360
Oh,
for
God.
a handful of
That'll
games.
probably be
Dude,
worth
talk
it.
to dude. When he gets older, he's gonna buy me one.
With what job?
Hey,
What?
He's old enough to get a job.
do dishes. Try not to break them.
Dishes, do them now.
One of the 360 games that I really enjoyed. I haven't played a lot, I'll be honest, but as right now, one that I really enjoyed was BioShock.
So I keep hearing.
The first BioShock. I really had a lot of fun with that game. And there's even a section where you're killing people to classical music, and then you have to take pictures of them afterwards. Fabulous! That was my favorite. Section.
I'll say my
play.
newest favorite
What?
game that hasn't come out yet
Don't judge me, Georgiana Peach.
is Gears of War 3. The online is so much fun. When you walk up to somebody, I had the sawed-off shotgun. It was an active reload, so it does extra damage. And I walked up to, we were playing King of the Hill, so everybody on the other team's in the hill. I walk up and went boom with the sawed-off. Got 3 kills with it, and I get a little ribbon that says kaboom. And I was like, that's so satisfying.
And
But
you're
I mean,
old
not even-
school Gears of War. You played the
Yeah, I
first
went
two.
1 and 2. 2 was just terrible online, but the third one is fantastic because when you play as the executions, or certain executions differ between if you're playing as the humans or the locusts, the aliens, you want to call them that. But the one locust execution, he grabs your arm and pulls it off, just rips your arm off, and then starts beating you to death with it. And if you keep tapping Y, you can continuously beat the person. So you'll constantly see people sitting there across the map, and all you hear is as they're sitting there beating somebody else to death with their own arm. It's fantastic! Who thinks of that?
Well, it's like I was
Someone
playing.
who gets angry enough to wield a cactus.
That son of a bitch!
There's 2 versions of a quick match on Bad Company. Battlefield Bad Company. You can play the ranked and the unranked.
Yeah.
Well, I started getting my practicing on the unranked. Well, you can unlock weapons, and one of the unlocks you can get is a basic instant health boost.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I went-
it ticks up, but yeah.
Right. So I went into the ranked games to earn credits to unlock these parts and these weapons. And one of the things that I got a trophy on that I had no idea I could get the trophy on, because I'm one of those people that just wants I get the basic idea of the game and I want to play. So I'm in one of these little 4x4 dune buggy kind of vehicles, and I just was trying to get away from the helicopter that was pounding the shit out of me, and I jumped over the hill, and all of a sudden there's this little trophy that dangles that says "Hang time," and I'm like, okay. So ever since then, I've been trying to do it with the tank. I've been trying to do it with the PC carrier. I've been trying to jump hills to try to see if there's other trophies. Because I mean, I'll get weird trophies for the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, okay, what other
The
trophies?
best, on the Xbox, is an achievement. The best achievement I've ever seen was in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. When you call in a Harrier, and I think it's just Harrier kills in general. When you hit 1,000 Harrier kills, you get an achievement, and it's called "You're Fired" from True Lies.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're fired and shoots the guy off with a missile. Oh, it was great. It's the
Yeah.
best one I've seen.
Word.
Nerds.
I mean, we're old school Nintendo nerds. I mean, fucking grew up playing Super Mario Brothers 3.
Are you kidding me? I remember Excite-Bike. We were talking about the original Metal Gear. It was an 8-bit video game on the original NES.
What was the one that you were playing recently? Sky Shark?
Yeah, Sky Shark.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I
Sky
remember
Shark was so hard, but I downloaded it for the PC and I put in the cheat code just because I wanted to see how far it goes. And because I've only gotten to like midway through the 3rd level where the ships are,
Right.
and so I'm going through. The game just cycles back to the 1st level.
Yeah.
And I'm going, what?
I have actually floating around here somewhere an actual copy of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Oh yeah, my friend had that in college.
That's how I got into Ninja
She had it.
Gaiden. I saved up all summer for babysitting my mom's best friend's daughters. for an entire summer to get it in December. And that fucker was still working when I finally got a PlayStation 2. It still worked. The only reason why I threw it out was because I couldn't find games for it anymore.
Threw it out.
You can buy them for like $10 now.
Yeah.
Religious. You're so
No, what's sacrilegious is that if you still had an Atari 2600, you see that fucker out there still working.
Yeah.
Moonraker. Frogger. Mm-hmm. That's why I thought it was epic. I'm sitting there watching Terminator 2 and he's playing Missile Defense.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, it's an old Atari game.
Yep. Oh.
What?
7.
8.
9.
10.
Elf.
Elf.
Elf. 12.
Oust.
It's ounce.
Oust.
No T.
Oust.
Yes.
Oust.
Ow.
There you go.
Well, we have lulled.
We have, and it was great. The great lulling of 011. 2011 was where I was going with that. It's the year 11.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
it's my condescending look. I never make typos. I don't make typos. I speak properly all the time.
I don't like you.
I hate your face. It's ugly. It offends me. Don't touch my fire truck.
So we're gonna call this "Don't Touch My Fire Truck."
No, don't touch my fire
Thank
truck.
you.
That's what I said.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, sorry I did it.
I think we are.
I think we've worn
So here's a little shout out for my boy. Oh wait, no,
We
there
can do
isn't.
Chris now. We can
Oh yes, so Chris, it's my shout out to my boy Chris across the pond. Oh, I'm sorry.
Gee, Ross, cheerio.
Yeah, pip pip cheerio, puppet.
You just called Chris a puppet.
I called him a
But
puppet.
earlier, you told Calvi that you're no
That's-
man's puppet.
I'm no man's puppet. Chris is my puppet.
Oh dear.
I'm
know what
sure.
I mean.
Oh.
Lovely, lovely.
So that's right, Chris. You're our new puppet.